Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW. We're here in the Legendary Daring again. I hear you say, yes, I was doing my Legendary missions and this one was a very good game, but it had a couple of things in it that I just wanted to point out, as well as being obviously a great game for myself. You can see there that we knock out 192,000 damage with a high caliber and a Confederate and over 400 main gun hits. So I think that will set you up for what's in store in this game. There are a lot of battleships out here, and there is a tier 8 Heisen there. So we've got a bit of a wallet warrior on who's obviously bought out the campaign. I haven't come across the Heisen in a battle before now, so I didn't know what to expect. But I've got a Yamato behind me, and there is a Hayate on my right hand side there. He is absolutely going to have an amazing game. I won't spoil it yet, but I felt a little bit at times that I was doing a lot of the work and somebody else was picking up the pieces. But what I will say is that he finished on 142,000 damage as well. So between the two of us, I think we pretty much mullered this team, and yeah, we'll move into the game. Now this Yamato is sneaking up behind me, and he is a really big ship that can be spotted from miles away, and what I don't want to be is in a straight line for torpedoes, so I don't want to get between him and potentially torpedoes that are going to be coming this way. And he's pushing forward. Now his mic was open the whole time. I could hear him clapping on his controller and pulling his trigger, and there's the first set of torpedoes coming through. So I'm running my sonar to give him advance warning of those torpedoes coming down, because there is a small land out here. There's another set of torpedoes. There's another set of torpedoes. So we've either got one or two destroyers out here. We've got a Conqueror. We've got a Yamato. This isn't looking pretty to start with, is it? I get spotted, and so I'm going to pop my smoke. My sonar's running, because what I was expecting was a salvo from each of those ships there, and we are going to try and put some fires out there. I don't want to sit in this smoke for a long time. I really want to get out of it. Our Hayate is pulling a flanking move out to the right. He is going wide and round, and although I fired those torpedoes at where I expected the Conqueror and Yamato to slam the brakes on, the Conqueror has run face first into an island. Now, knowing that the torpedoes had just been fired, I was trying to work out approximately how long I would have left to use this smoke and keep the fires on. Our Yamato is getting pounded behind me, and I realised that really I don't want to be anywhere near him. I do get myself spotted. This is where things are going to get dicey. We land some torpedoes on that Conqueror. He's fixed his flood. Here comes another set of torpedoes for the Yamato. There's a Hayate. We've got him spotted, or rather our Hayate has got him spotted, and my trigger stick seems to go all over then, and I miss a couple of good salvos. But there is the small land as well. Now I'm thinking, is he running radar? Is he going to light it up? There's another set of torpedoes. If I'm going to die this early in the game, the least I can do is try to give the Yamato a chance at surviving and helping with the two ships at the back, the Conqueror and the Yamato. But we get rid of that small land, and Sod's Law says, here we go. Torpedoes incoming. So I think we timed the use of that sonar quite well, and now we're going to go skinny. We're going to let those torpedoes go past, and it looks like our Yamato is taking a beating. So I'm telling him to get back, and then I think, well, if I push in closer and he's running a legendary commander with will to rebuild, then potentially I can keep him alive a little bit longer. Unfortunately, this guy is on a suicide mission, sailing out broadside to a Yamato. Now, I didn't see who picked up the Conqueror kill there, but yeah, that was only ever going to end one way, really, wasn't it? A broadside Yamato against a bow-tanking Yamato. And what you didn't see there was that the Hayate also took out the other Hayate, Red Team's Hayate. So I think we managed to land some shots on him and whittle him down enough to give our Hayate the opportunity to pick up the kill. So now I am pushing forward because it looks like the left flank is quite secure. They seem to be holding there. They've got a destroyer out there. There is a Yamato full health. The other Yamato is out in front of us, and I thought that the Hayate had a line of sight here, but he didn't. So bit of a mistake there, thinking somebody else had line of sight. But in firing his guns, he makes himself visible to me because he's within the smoke fire penalty range, which means that I can just lay some shots onto him, and we're going to keep piling on the pressure. I really must remember to switch to AP in future when I've got a couple of fires on a ship. I keep forgetting to do it because once those fires are burning, there's a limited amount of damage that I can do with HE, so I need to remember to rotate to armor piercing. So I put the torpedoes out in a double spread across there, thinking he's going to keep running away and sail straight into those. But no, he's just going to use that island to give himself a little bit of cover. And I was kind of kicking myself here in that I didn't hold off a little bit longer. But he's damage controlled the fires. And so now, certain that the Hayate has got line of sight, I am going to set him on fire again. So here we go, getting in with the main guns. We're already above 150 main gun hits. The Hayate takes out the Yamato that was just in reverse there by the looks of it. And so this guy becomes the focus of our attention. There's another set of torpedoes coming in. The Heisen is also heading in this direction. I know there's still two destroyers out there. We lose our Yamato to the Heisen, and it's still pretty much even Stevens as far as ships go. But Red Team do have the advantage on points, and we are pushing. But if you look at the bottom left hand corner of the minimap, you'll see that there's a shadow there of a destroyer. That was a Shimakaze. And although we are pretty much pushing forward, I'm very much aware that if we leave the cap exposed, then we run the risk of losing our cap and being too extended and still having to try and contest Red Team's cap. I take an absolute slapping there from that Yamato, losing around half my hit points, but he is on fire again. I'm in my smoke, and I'm going to make the use of this smoke as much as I can, because while they're focused on me, I don't think they realize that the Hayate is out there behind them. And all their guns are pointing in my direction. So now it's a little bit like playing cat and mouse. I am being the thorn in these guys' sides, while that Hayate is waiting for his torpedoes to reload. And there is the Heisen. He's coming in too. I've only got a few seconds left on my smoke, but we're going to see if we can drop a fire and force him into a damage control. Now, unfortunately, I fire my guns a little bit too late there, and my smoke screen has dissipated. Yamato is sailing away, and it looks like he has just damage control again, but the Heisen is my closest target. Smoke is coming up again. The Hayate is all the way around the back. Shimakaze misses everything with a wall of skill. And our last battleship is trying to defend our cap, but I'm still very, very wary that we have two destroyers still out there. Our Yamato goes out to the Yamato that was practically dead. Unfortunately, he went out of range of my guns. But the Hayate's torpedoes are on the way. We've got fires on the horizon, and now I'm going to turn around and head back to our cap because I know it is undefended and there are still 2 destroyers out there. Now, if both those destroyers were to make it onto the cap, as our Hayate picks up a double strike, and I think that might have been his Kraken, or his Kraken might be the destroyer that's pushing back to B. Now this is where there is a lesson to learn, because we have 3 destroyers versus 2. They have a destroyer on our cap, and that is 3 minutes to turn that cap. So I've got less than 3 minutes to get back to defend our cap. Now what those 2 other destroyers should do, or what I think they should have done, is realise that there's a risk of us losing by losing our cap. So 2 ships on red team's cap taking care of the destroyer that's back there with them will give us the win, even if I pull all the way back. But now that Hayate, he's on 4 kills. There is the one of the last 2 destroyers, and this is going to be his Kraken kill. And both those guys should really sit tight once they've taken care of him. There's the Kraken. GG's to that guy for picking up a few cheap kills, but he did a good job in getting up the flank and round behind them while we took care of business to stop those guys from pushing down. Now I'm pushing back to this cap to defend it, but there's obviously a chance that I could die. They are all the way at the other end of the map. It is a Shimakaze, but they both decide that they're going to turn round and head back this way. We have the win on points. Even if I just contest this cap and manage to survive for 3.5 minutes, we have this game in the bag. If both those ships had stayed on the red team's cap, we would have had the win by turning the cap, even if I had died, because 2 ships turns the cap quicker than 1. So we've got an idea where this Shima is, and we get him picked up at 5.6 kilometers. Now I'm not running full concealment on this, and my detection is 5.5, I think it is. So a Shima running at 5.6 is obviously just running a torpedo build. We pick up a Confederate that's 20% damage to at least 6 ships of red team, high calibers 30% of the overall team hit point damage, and we finish on 192,000 with 423 main gun hits, picking up the Shima as our second kill. And then flipping across to the scoreboard, I take 2 with 3,414 base XP, and the Hayate picks up 5 with 2,664 base XP. So about 800 XP difference there. So a couple of lessons to look at and learn there, and if you're a certain Yamato player, you might want to go back to training rooms or AI just to practice a little bit more. But don't forget, if you've got the game in the bag, do what you need to take the win. Don't always go for the kills. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Smash like, leave me a comment. Let me know what your most gun hits is in a destroyer. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.